Parts of their brain respond as if they were experiencing that sadness too. Little wonder that INFJs can feel emotionally drained in group settings. Their empathy is taking in others' joys and sorrows. Related to this empathy is the concept of being a highly sensitive person, HSP, a trait many INFJs identify with. High sensitivity means you process stimuli very deeply and can be easily overwhelmed by lights, sounds, or emotional vibes. Research has shown that HSP's brains actually respond more strongly to emotional images and social situations. For instance, one study found that HSPs, often scoring as INFJ or similar types, feel emotions more intensely and are more easily overwhelmed by stimulation. They also tend to process everything more deeply. Even when at rest, an HSP's brain might keep reflecting on events long after they've happened. If you're an INFJ, this might sound familiar. Conversations in your head, analyze interactions, and need extra time to digest experiences. It's not you overthinking for no reason. It's actually how your brain is wired. In the study, after participants went through an empathy test of looking at emotional photos, highly sensitive individuals showed enhanced activity in brain networks related to memory and meaning even during rest. It's as if the INFJ HSP brain doesn't switch off easily. It keeps processing subtle details and emotions to squeeze out every ounce of understanding. The upside, INFJs can have profound empathy, creativity, and insight as a result of this deep processing. The downside is, of course, the risk of emotional overload or burnout. Introversion and energy management. Being an INFJ also means being an introvert. But introversion is not about disliking people, it's about how you gain and drain energy. INFJs typically love meaningful connections, yet socializing, especially in big or superficial groups, can zap their energy fast. There's some fascinating biology behind this. Psychologists have noted that introverts and extroverts have different sensitivities to brain chemicals. One theory, by Dr. Marty Olson-Laney, suggests that extroverts are less sensitive to dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, so they crave more stimulation and excitement to feel satisfied. Introverts, on the other hand, are more sensitive to dopamine, meaning too much stimulation, loud environments, busy social scenes, can make them feel overstimulated or anxious. Instead, introverts like INFJs rely more on acetylcholine, another neurotransmitter that rewards us for calm, reflective activities like reading, daydreaming, or having a one-on-one chat. Acetylcholine makes us feel pleasantly relaxed, alert, and content. It's the brain's pat on the back for slowing down. So when an INFJ chooses a cozy evening with a journal or a deep conversation with one close friend over a wild party, it's not because they're antisocial. Their brain is literally telling them this feels good in the quieter setting, whereas a loud gathering might flood them with too much dopamine and adrenaline. Interestingly, brain blood flow studies have shown that introverts have more activity in the frontal lobes, planning, problem-solving areas during stimulation, while extroverts have more in the sensory processing areas, meaning introverts are internally focused even when stuff is happening around them. The INFJ's need to retreat after social interaction is a way to recharge their mental batteries and process everything in peace. If you're an INFJ, you might also notice you prefer engaging your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode, rather than the adrenaline-fueled sympathetic nervous system. In fact, all people use both, but introverts like us, INFJs, tend to gravitate toward the calm side more often. This means you might favor a slower pace, needing pauses in conversation to think, and wanting to absorb information fully before responding. It's not a flaw, it's your natural rhythm, and it ties in with everything we discussed: your deep thinking brain, your sensitive emotional radar, and your intuitive pattern seeking. Balancing heart and mind. One truly captivating aspect of INFJs is how they balance heart and mind. We touched on this earlier. INFJs can be both thinkers and feelers in many ways. They have the warmth and empathy of a feeling type and the curiosity and logic of a thinking type. For example, an INFJ might be the friend who gives the most compassionate advice when you're down, yet they could also be the one who methodically researches solutions and lays out a step-by-step plan to help you. This duality sometimes confuses outsiders and INFJs themselves. You might hear people say, "You're so sensitive and so analytical. Which is it?" The answer is both. and that's a strength, not a contradiction. To break it down, the INFJ's feeling side, driven by that extroverted feeling, means they make decisions by considering human values and impact on others. They truly care about people. Their thinking side, a tertiary process of introverted thinking, gives them a love of truth, facts, and understanding how things work. An INFJ often enjoys learning about psychology, philosophy, technology, or any field that feeds their hunger for knowledge, as long as they can ultimately use that knowledge in a meaningful way to help or inspire others. In practice, many INFJs end up in roles like counseling, teaching, writing, or advocacy, where they can put that big picture intuition and empathy to good use. But you'll also find INFJ scientists, engineers, or analysts. They might just be the ones who bridge their technical work with a human touch. In fact, Isabel Briggs Myers, one of the creators of MBTI, noted that while most researchers are thinking types, the minority who were feeling types, like INFJ, were no less capable. They simply brought a different perspective. They could combine rigorous analysis with a strong sense of ethics or social purpose. What does this balance feel like from the inside? INFJs often have a constant dialogue between head and heart. You might catch yourself rationalizing your feelings. Is this logical to feel this way? Or infusing logic with compassion. Even if the data says this is the best plan, is it right for the people involved? The beautiful thing is that when INFJs learn to trust both sides, they can become incredibly well-rounded decision makers, able to see the cold, hard facts and the human side of any issue. It's like having binocular vision, two different perspectives that combine to give depth perception. No wonder INFJs can excel in anything from art to science to leadership, provided the role speaks to their values. As one writer and fellow INFJ put it, INFJs have a unique blend of qualities: empathic, compassionate, curious, creative, and bursting with ideas. Indeed, they absorb so much from the world around them and reflect on it deeply that they often come up with insights that feel profound or ahead of their time. In the end, the INFJ mind is a kaleidoscope of insight, empathy, and imagination. We've seen that it's not just pop psychology. There are real research-backed differences in how an INFJ's brain might process information and experience the world. From a brain that favors depth over breadth, to a nervous system tuned to careful reflection, to a heart that beats strongly for others, the INFJ truly lives at the intersection of intellect and intuition, reason and compassion. If you are an INFJ, I hope this journey into your mind helps you appreciate how special your cognitive makeup is. You're not overthinking or overfeeling. You're processing life at a profound level, and that can be a superpower when channeled well. Remember to take care of your energy, set boundaries when the world gets overwhelming, and also celebrate the fact that you see and feel things many people don't. Your perspective is so valuable. For those watching who aren't INFJs but know one, hopefully you now have a greater understanding of what's beneath that calm exterior. INFJs may be reserved on the outside, but inside there's an entire universe of thoughts and emotions at play. They may need extra time alone or struggle to express everything they perceive, but they genuinely strive to make a positive impact. With a little patience and empathy in return, an INFJ can be one of the most insightful friends or partners you'll ever have. Someone who truly gets you, perhaps even better than you get yourself at times. Thank you for joining this deep dive into the INFJ personality. It's amazing to think of and how we're all wired a bit differently. Video and learn something new, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on psychology, personalities, and personal growth. And if you're an INFJ, let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Remember, the world needs all kinds of minds, and the INFJ mind is a truly remarkable one. Until next time, take care and keep embracing your unique self. Hello and welcome. Today, we're exploring the fascinating mind of the INFJ, often called the rarest of the 16 personality types.
There is a strange and almost paradoxical law that governs